obviously, before a baby, you go to appointments whenever you want to. Going out is very easy. Having a child is like asking your partner, like we ask each other, can I take a shower?
When you post your relationship problems on the internet, what are you expecting? Because your in-laws on internet, they will tell you what it is that you're going through. They will tell you what you're not seeing in your partner. And I don't get whereby you post your relationship status on the internet, and the next thing you're coming in to make another video and trying to justify like your partner is a good person, we shouldn't think about it that way. But you made us see who your partner is, and we're telling you this is who he is, but you're saying no, it's not like that, like you guys don't understand. Okay, let me roll this first clip for you all to watch. She was talking about, she needed to go for an appointment, and she needed to ask her baby daddy, that a partner, that I want to go stay with the kids. Let me just roll the clip. Let me not talk too much, okay? Let me roll the clip for you all to watch to the end, then I'll come back and talk about it.
Appointment. The parent is so funny. I just had to convince Kian to let me go to an appointment that I had been wanting to go to for so long. Obviously, before a baby, you go to appointments whenever you want to. Going out is very easy. Having a child is like asking your partner, like we ask each other, can I take a shower? Can I like take a break real quick and like do some laundry? Simple things. I wanted to go to this appointment. I was gonna either bring my son, but it's raining, so I was like, I'm not gonna take the chance. Or two, I leave him with his dad for 3 hours and hope that Kian says yes. He did, but the convincing was that when I get home, he gets to go to the gym, and then tomorrow he gets a full free day without the baby, which, he's still gonna be there with the baby, but he doesn't have to do like the feedings and stuff. So sometimes you just have to compromise on having.
Hey beautiful people, how are you all doing today? It's your girl Maria David, and I'm back again with another interesting video. So she made a post, she wanna go for an appointment, but she had to beg partner, you have to stay with the kids, and partner was like, no problem, you can go for your appointment, but tomorrow all day I'm going to be at home, I'm not going to attend to the kids, blah blah blah. And everybody was talking in the comment section like, oh my god, he's a bad dad, he's a deadbeat dad, d. You have to know that you're alone in this. Everybody was just coming after the guy and telling her that you have to wake up, you have to be smart. Of course, you don't have to beg your partner, like, please, like, you don't have to beg. You both have this child together. It's like both of your responsibility. Stop making it look like as if you are the only one that has the child. You both have the child and everything. So if it's available at home, then go out for your apartment. But then she came back to, justify that is not a deadbeat dad, it's a good dad, no problem. So let's go ahead and watch a second video together where she was trying to, tell us how much is an awesome father. Let's watch it together.
Okay, I need to clear something up with you guys. So as many of you have seen, there was a video that I posted the other day and it came off completely the wrong way. The video was meant to highlight how crazy it is that when you become parents, your free time changes. You don't get to just do stuff on a whim. You have to communicate things with your partner. I said in the video that I needed to go to an appointment, which everyone thinks it was an appointment for the doctors and my mental health. It was an appointment for Botox. And I genuinely wanted to go to this appointment, which my nurse was booked up for 2 months. She happened to have a free day because someone canceled. So that's why I wanted to go so bad that day. So jokingly, I offered to Kian that he could have the whole next day if he just let me go to this appointment. And if you guys actually follow me and Kian, you watch our TikToks, you watch our YouTube, you know we're constantly joking with each other. Like, we're very lighthearted, funny people. Kian obviously did not get the whole day without the baby. He wouldn't even do that. He loves our son more than anything in the entire world. I'm sorry, but would a bad dad have this book? He has read this book back and forth, literally put Post-it notes on things that he finds most important, things he wants to go back and read on how to be a good dad. This man spends every single morning excited to wake up to our son. He changes him, he feeds him, he always takes him for a walk, just the two of them. Bottom line, Kian is the most amazing father I could have ever asked for, and I am so sorry that that video made it seem like he was anything other than that. I appreciate those people that were just looking out for me, but I promise I'm okay, Ghost is okay, and Kian is okay. We are brand new parents, guys, so we are learning every single day how to navigate this world, so please be patient with us, and Happy New Year.
I know you all have a lot to share about this video. Kindly put your thought down in the comment section. All opinion accepted. If you put it down respectfully, do you think it's a deadbeat dad or not? Or it's just a one-off thing? Let us know down in the comment section. I have some things to share as well, but I'll share it at the end of the stitches I'm about to play for you guys to watch. Interesting stitches, and people were trying to share their own 2 cents about the whole situation. So let's go ahead and watch the stitches together, and I'll see you all at the end of all the stitches.
He'd been born, I want to say he was born that way. Also, he could have been hit by a vehicle.
So you had to bribe him into looking after your child for 3 hours. There is a lot more wrong with him than you really think. At this point, you have 2 children, because this man has the emotional intelligence of a walnut. He goes out, he goes to work, he comes home, he plays video games all night, and that is all he does with his life. You had to bribe him with the gym and a 24-hour period away from his child just so you could leave the house for 3 hours. When you were pregnant, you made YouTube videos as well about the fact that you did the cooking, the cleaning, you made the food for him and the child, and you craved the attention from him, and he just ignored you. This man barely steps up as a partner. You think he's going to step up as a father? This is the epitome of men weaponizing their incompetence so that they don't have to do anything. Stop letting these men control your lives. Because this is what happens when you have this little delusion in your head of playing happy families with this one person who has very clearly stated to you multiple times that he is not interested. He did not want marriage. He did not want a baby. He broke up with you twice over this. This is going to do nothing but get worse. And frankly, it's sad to see that you're already defending his toxic behavior.
But would a bad dad have this book? He has read this book.
Okay, I'm prefacing this by saying I'm not talking about her situation specifically. I am answering the rhetorical question of would a bad dad read this book? I don't know anything about her.
Being a parent is so funny. I just had to convince Kian to let me go to an appointment. Asking your partner, like, we ask each other, can I take a shower?
Why do y'all ask these fathers to take care of their own kid? Especially if y'all are together. They're not a babysitter. That is their kid. It took 2 to make the baby. It takes 2 to take care of them. Last time I checked, they don't ask you to take care of the baby. No, the same should go for the father. I have never once asked my husband, the father of my child, if I could take a shower. I'm not asking for permission. The moment he gets home, he takes over. Compromising with the baby is like, oh, I just got the last shit diaper, so that means his dad has to get it next. To me, that's compromising. Compromising is not getting an entire free day of not having the baby. That is not compromising to me.
The fact that an ultimatum was
given to take care of their own child. They created that child. It's kind of like a child is a big responsibility.
I will never totally understand why moms are completely expected to take care of the baby, but the fathers are not. The fathers are seen as babysitters for whenever the mom needs a break or when the mom wants to go out, when that is quite literally not the case. The father is not a babysitter. The father is the father of the child.
Therefore, the responsibilities that go for the mother go for the father too. Ooh, hot take.
I know that most women spend their whole lives preparing to be a mother. They are educated on it in the home setting, in school settings. They babysit and they nanny growing up. And many are just passionate about it, myself included. I have been consuming like parenting content on the internet and book form, etc. for years and years of my life now. And I know a ton about parenting because of that. And not all men have that same passion or inclination, which I understand, right? Like, my boyfriend does not know as much about parenting as I do. But what I will say is, by the time we decide to actually get pregnant and have a child, he better do more than reading one damn book. If all he has done is read and annotated one book, there will be no child popping out of me. It will not happen. You better read at least 3 to 5 books. You better see 5 to 10 documentaries. I want your TikTok feed to be filled with information about parenting. I want you to go to a birthing class and a parenting class and join parent groups and spend as much time as possible around any relatives we have that have kids, any friends that have kids. Change diapers, right? I babysat growing up. I was a nanny as my full-time job for my time in college. He didn't do that, okay? So he needs to make up for that experience otherwise, because a book is not enough. And anyone watching this video, if you are a future mother or a current mother, please know that you can require more than that from someone you desire to have a partner with, and you yourself should be doing more than that. And if you are a father or a future father, I am please begging you to know that that is not enough. That is not enough. And, you know, I'm not speaking about their situation. It's probable that he has done plenty more than that. She's just using that as an example, right? But there are many people out there that do think that that's enough, that that's impressive for a man to have read a book about pregnancy and fully annotated it. It is not. It is not impressive, and it is the bare minimum. And if you are planning to be a father one day and you're watching this video, I beg of you to never, ever act in the world as if you have done something right and are a good father because you read one book this big on pregnancy and put 10 post-it notes in it. Don't you dare ever go in the world acting like that. Don't do it.
I wanted to go to this appointment. I was gonna either bring my son, but it's raining, so I was like, I'm not gonna take the chance. Or 2, I leave him with his dad for 3 hours and hope that Kian says yes. He did, but the convincing was that when I get home, he gets to go to the gym, and then tomorrow he gets a full free day without the baby.
The man she's describing is exactly the type to shame and threaten women into this type of lifestyle. Because we're openly skeptical about the dating pool and even the people in marriages, we're going to die single and lonely, and we're the cause of the male loneliness epidemic. But at least she's married. No, her and her husband play hot potato with their baby. Never mind, her hands have to be on fire for him to be willing to spend 3 hours with his own son. She's faced with a man who clearly hates the daily implications of fatherhood, but loves and enjoys the title and the status. And trust me, there are many more whose wives don't accidentally grill them on TikTok. In the meantime, we're all bitter and single future cat ladies. Nothing to see here. Christ, this is horrible.
I don't know if you guys have been following what's happening with this girl and her boyfriend and everybody calling him a deadbeat dad online. Every time I get on this app, I see more and more examples of dads not being equal contributors in raising a kid. I don't like to comment on other people's relationship, but I do have a genuine question. How do you avoid that? Like, I don't have kids and I don't want to be in this situation. So what do I look out for? If you've seen this video that went viral, that's my dad. Like, we are literally 2 peas in a pod, and he loves being a parent. When I was 9, I told my dad that if he died, I would jump in his casket. Like, I don't play about that man. And when I have kids, I want them to feel that way about their dad. How do I make sure that that's what I get and not like thinking I'm going into an equal partnership of having a kid and then realizing that that's really not the case and it's like 80-20. But I'm getting scared every time I open this app because it's looking treacherous.
Okay, I need to clear something up with you guys. So as many of you have seen, there was a video that I posted.
I don't know why people get on the Clock app and decide that suddenly it's the perfect place to complain about their significant others. That boggles my mind. I won't ever understand that. And I'm not even specifically talking about her necessarily, because I don't feel like the video that she originally posted, the video that she's talking about and the video that I'm stitching, I didn't even think that video was like that egregious, but it's still the same concept. It's still part of the same trend where these women are getting on TikTok. They have no intention of leaving that man, for one thing. They have no intention of leaving that man. They get on TikTok and they complain about him. And then people who are miserable then get in the comment section and are like, leave him. Leave him. Weaponized incompetence. Leave him. Why isn't he a good father? Leave him. He doesn't do this for you. Leave him. This, that, and the fourth. Even though, number one, they don't know that man. Number two, they don't know you. And number 3, they don't know the whole story. They don't even have all the context. And all they're getting is context from a 3-minute video. And then guess what they're going to do? Once you make a video like the one that I'm stitching, where she clears it up and she's like, hold on, pause. It wasn't even all like that. Chill out on my man. Suddenly they're in the comments saying, what? Well, still, leave him. Why? Because they're miserable. There are a lot of people on the internet who are very miserable. There are a lot of people on the internet that stay on the internet because they don't have anyone to go home to. They don't have anyone to complain about themselves. So they will just get on a hate train against your significant other that you started. You're the conductor, my love. And I'm not even talking about her. Like, no hate to her. I'm not even like saying all that, but I'm just saying in general. Because there are a lot of women who get on this app and they complain about their husbands. They complain. But they're not leaving that man. So what was the point of all that? You said that for nothing. You said that for absolutely nothing. Plus, it's just disrespectful. Like, you don't take your fights to the internet, to the World Wide Web, to the public. And then if it goes viral, you'd be like, oh, I didn't know it would go viral. Well, you put it on social media, so you knew that that was a possibility. Even if you thought it was a very, very slim chance, baby, it's a possibility. And if it happens, don't act surprised. It's the internet. I don't know what to say. And if I were in a relationship and my boyfriend or my husband got on TikTok and made a TikTok about a fight that we had, just think about that. Like, think about that from the other person's perspective. Even if you know that maybe you were wrong, to put it on TikTok is crazy. So y'all need to start being careful about what you put on the internet. Like, the stuff that you share, the personal stuff that you share, especially about your significant other, especially if that significant other is on the internet as well, so is prone to getting hate as well, don't do that. Don't do that, because number one, if you want to make the relationship work, then that's not conducive to making the relationship work. And if you don't want to make the relationship work, get off of TikTok and just break up. It's really that simple.
Having children is incredibly disruptive to a marriage or relationship. People often blame women for marrying bad guys who are bad dads, when in reality, what typically happens is they married really great guys who on paper seemed like they were going to be really good dads. And then when the kids came, it shook it all up and they didn't pan out. They wanted to be a dad, but they didn't want to have to parent. And that's typically where the issues arise. Men love the idea of a house and a wife and kids, but they were not prepared for the amount of work that it takes to actually have all of those things. And now they're marrying women who expect equal partnerships, a partner who is going to participate equitably in the home. They're going to do the domestic labor like dishes and laundry and cleaning, and not just the lawn and the oil changes. They're expecting a dad who's not just going to come in and give the kids a kiss on the head at bedtime, but who's actually going to know the bedtime routine. This is the problem. Women expect more now from our male counterparts. We do not just expect them to go to work, come home, and give us a kiss and a smile. We expect them to participate in the house. Also, many of us are now out there in the workforce with them. And so we are looking for equal partners at home. And so these men, the reason this switch happens, I think, and it's so hard, is because society has prepared us women, has prepared us for this shift, but it has not prepared men. And it is a ton of work, and they are not prepared, and they did not anticipate us expecting them to participate. And when we do, it is catastrophic to their life. And so I highly encourage you, if you are married to a man, to do the work before kids. Lay it all out, put it on paper. These are all the things that are required to raise children and to have a home. Let's put our names down. Let's take ownership. Let's see who is going to do what. So when this baby comes, it is not all on mom. Set the stage early, because what happens is mom or the birthing person has this baby and she might be physically attached, right? She physically birthed this baby. Maybe she's breastfeeding, whatever it might be. She is physically taking ownership of this baby. So it's easy for dad to back away from that responsibility altogether. But that piles on and on and on. And as dads start to tiptoe their way out of responsibility, moms have to lean in even more. And the problem is, when men lean out, women continue to lean in because we will not let our children suffer. And I think that's what really happens here, is we refuse to drop the ball for the sake of our kids. And so when this is all piling on top of us, we just keep it. because we want them to have a great life. And when you try to disrupt that, when you try to have your partner later into the journey switch gears, it is very difficult. So I encourage women like Justine, who's asking the question about how to find a great guy who's going to be a great dad, is to talk about it often and early. Ask them what they anticipate doing when you have a baby. If you're breastfeeding, what are they doing to help you in the middle of the night? If you're pumping, are they washing your pump parts? What are they doing to participate equally in the home and in the caretaking of kids? Because having children disrupts your life in the best of ways, but it really can take a huge toll on a marriage for so many reasons. But having men who lean out and women who lean in is a huge part of it.
All right, if you're here, kindly let me know your thoughts, your comments, your suggestion, your opinion down in the comment section. All opinion are accepted, of course, if you put them down respectfully. Okay. I feel like I saw the second video first. When I saw the second video, and that was when I went to look for the first video. So when I saw the first video, then I was like, okay, now I understand why everybody's reacting, because first of all, she said she had an appointment, and you have an appointment and you had to tell your I don't think they're married, because I went to their page to really check the kind of relationship they have. They have a couple channel which they post about themselves and everything, so I don't think they're married. I think so. So now you asking him for permission, probably if it's someone that goes to work and is not always around, it's fine to ask like, oh, will you be around tomorrow because I have an appointment with the doctor tomorrow? And it's like, oh, I have to go to work, I'm sorry. You can shift your appointment. It's okay for someone that goes to work, but for someone that is, that is always at home, probably work from home, you can just like, okay, I'm going to so place tomorrow, blah blah blah, it's okay. But then him not giving the response, I feel like it was his response that got a lot of people talking like, okay, no problem, I will allow you, like, it's your child, I want to look after your child, so I'll allow you to go out for 3 hours, but when you come back, I'm going to play video games, and the next day I'm not going to touch your child. Even though I'm going to be at home, it was like, I'm going to be at home, but I'm not going to touch your child. That's what got a lot of people talking like, this child is two of you. Both of you have this one child. Why are you not making it look as if she's the only one that has the child? And why does she have to beg you to be available? Why does she have to bribe you for you to stay at home with your child? And this thing, it happens almost every time. She's not the only one experiencing something like this, and she's not going to be the first, and she's not going to be the last. Almost everybody that has a child with a partner that is not supportive can relate to that particular thing, because it looks like you're the only one that, even if your partner is around, they'll even tell you, carry your child. In short, it's even good for him to even stay with the child. Some partner will tell you to carry your child to wherever appointment you're going to. So she making the second video saying that, and a lot of people think it was appointment, kiniko, that it was just for Botox. I feel like the fact that it was even for Botox, that is why I gave you that ultimatum. I just feel so, because if it was your medical normal, probably you want to go for a number checkup after childbirth, maybe it won't treat you that, but because it's of your Botox for you to look good, probably that's why it's like that. That's just me thinking different ways. And she's saying that he reads a book, he's a good dad. Nobody's saying that he's not a good dad, because of course we cannot judge with that, only that. But when I went back to their page and everything, it seems cool, but it's kind of playful, and probably he just said that out of joke. I really don't know. But my own is that, why are you bringing your relationship issues online? And when your in-laws on internet tell you what to do, tell you who your man really is, who your partner really is, you come on here and start saying, oh no, you guys, you're so wrong. No, I see, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Like, but you're not showing us the good side of him. You're only showing us, you're telling us the things he did, and we are trying to wait for you and say, girl, these are the things you're not saying, you have to leave this, okay? Or you have to like open your eyes and know what you're in, But now you're coming to be like, oh, he reads books. I feel like that's the only thing. So if a man reads a book, he's a good dad. And I don't understand whereby a man will just do something that a woman does like every time. Probably in staying at home. Let's assume he didn't make that statement, and she goes for the apartment, she can come out, carry a camera and be like, oh my god, you all, my partner stayed at home for 3 hours with my newborn, I can't believe it, he's so helpful. They consider that as a good dad. Like, why should he not stay with his child if he's around? Like, these are things that women will do that we don't even get praises for, and these men just do like a little thing and they get all the old praises. This she's not the only one things that are happening to like that. This is like, I feel like it's happening generally. So that's just it. And of course she said that when you have child, a lot of things you have to keep checking, okay, can I really go for this? Because when you think about your child moving around and everything, you will just be like, do I really need to attend this party? I can't take my child to the wedding party, so why should I go? A lot of things change, of course. That is why you have to be careful and be really ready when you're having a child, and to also know who you're having a child with. And I feel like am I reading a book about child or pregnancy doesn't say that it's going to be a good dad. Reading a book is different. They might just be doing it for these guys. You guys. You might just be doing it for these guys. For me, that is my own take. Anyways, let me know your own talk about this video down in the comment section. And thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and kindly turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified when I upload an interesting video like this one. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.